So, Splatter and Dodge. Who are they, and why am I making a video about them? So, let's get that first bit out of the way. Splatter and Dodge, otherwise known as Splodge from their boss.
I got a job for you, Splodge.
Actually, it's a Splatter.
and Dodge.
But I ain't got time to say both names.
Oh, well.
We're introduced into the 2000 movie Thomas and the Magic Railroad, with Splatter being voiced by Neil Crone and Dodge being voiced by Kevin Frank. As character descriptions go, the back of the 2-pack wooden railway box states that they're merely just Diesel 10's silly sidekicks. I mean, that sums them up pretty decently. And as for their concept art looks wildly different from how they look in the movie. I mean, for Christ's sake, Dodge looks like Robin Williams. Anyway, basically, Splatter and Dodge kinda ain't much in this movie. They're just bumbling sidekicks for Diesel 10. You know, the classic trope of a kind of competent yet stupid villain and his 2 idiot sidekicks. And, well, they were kind of just written off with a really lazy, 3-line script.
Splodge, come and destroy.
No, you do it yourself.
We don't like you.
Yeah, we mean that.
Emphatically.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I have no idea.
It's a good word.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it?
We never see them again, even though literally in the scene we've seen them before, they were completely on board. No pun intended.
This is a job for the boss.
Whoa! We'll tell him tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's good.
But, weirdly enough, this could have been a little better. In one of the many versions of this script, apparently, when George was still considered for the movie, him and Junior were going to roll a boulder in front of Splatter and Dodge, trapping them in a siding. I don't know if they would have been freed, or maybe they would have stayed there and then would have been absent for the rest of the movie. But hey, you know what? At least it would have given them a reason for quitting, because, yeah, honestly, if I was nearly murdered, yeah, I'd quit too. Yeah, after that lazy little write-off, they just never appeared again. Except, if you've been around the Thomas fandom for long enough, you know that these two were supposed to appear a few more times. Originally considered for Day of the Diesels alongside Dennis, but then last minute seemingly replaced by Sydney, Paxton, and Norman. What really helps with this theory is not only the fact that Norman is basically just Dennis but recolored, and the fact that Splatter and Dodge's wooden railway models were actually reissued during the time of the release. I don't know if Dennis's was, but I'll research it later. Now, I couldn't find concrete evidence for this next bit, but apparently, Splatter and Dodge were going to be in the Great Race, but were replaced by the mainland diesels. Kinda sucks, but then again, they didn't even really appear for that long, so really, I don't think anything of value was lost. It would have been nice to see them in JBS, though. Overall, yeah, Splatter and Dodge, they're just kinda weird oddballs. Especially since the fact they're just repaints of Aryan Bird. A lot more obvious if you're looking at the 4K TATMR footage that's been playing throughout this video. But, yeah. Overall, Splatter and Dodge, they're idiots. But hey, they're cool idiots. And I think that's our time. I think we can wrap this up. Oh, God! Oh, what the hell? What the... Why am I outside?
I want to be in this video. Gosh!
Anyways, Splatter and Dodge. They exist. Well, they used to anyway. Despite me being a huge Diesel 10 fan, I mean, just look at my collection, I have a soft spot for Splatter and Dodge. I mean, yeah, they are just repainted Aryan Bird, but they're cool. One of the best things about these two is their contrast between Diesel 10. The scenes with these three all together are definitely the best scenes in the movie. Some of the things that they say are just so weird and funny, like this scene.
Hey, there they are.
We'll fix their wagons.
I'm not good at backing up.
Me neither.
To me, they just give off this weird, awkward vibe, and I love that. They're just a couple of idiots. Another contributor to this is Neil Crone and Kevin Frank's voices for the characters. Both of these guys were creative consultants for the movie and improvised the movie to be a lot more comedic. Here's a couple highlights.
As long as she exists, so do the others. But if she can be destroyed...
Destroy?
Did you say destroy?
D word.
Like hurt?
It's the old teapot!
Oh.
Smash him!
Smash
Splodge, come and destroy!
No, you do it yourself.
We don't like you.
Yeah, we mean that.
Emphatically.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I have no idea.
It's a good word.
Surprisingly, they actually appeared less in the work print. After Thomas says his little engines can do big things line, it cuts to Mr. Conductor in Topham's office, instead of cutting back to Splatter and Dodge rolling into the work shed. And another weird thing is the coal hopper scene wasn't in the work print originally, and was probably filmed after test audiences wanted more Thomas content. After Magic Railroad bombed at the box office, Splatter and Dodge were repainted back into Airy and Bert for season 6, and were never seen again. It baffles me that they were never used again in the model era. Okay, Lady and Diesel 10 I can understand, because Lady is basically God in this universe, and Diesel 10 probably wasn't working that well since they actually dropped his model for the viaduct scene. But why didn't they reuse Splodge? I guess you could make the argument saying they would need to repaint Airy and Bert back into Splodge, and vice versa, but they should have at least returned for middle engine. Airy and Bert aren't even character, and this seems like something Splodge would do, so why didn't they reuse them? Or, hear me out, put them in Calling All Engine! The special's marketing was around Lady and especially Diesel 10, so why not bring these guys back? Like Charles said, they were going to be in Day of the Diesels, but were replaced with Sidney and Paxton, and while they are fun characters, they just don't compare to the weird geek Splodge are. One of the only good things about these two never appearing again is that they can make good storytelling for fan content. We have audio stories by Kiefer Adams, who gives a bit of lore to them, or The Buffers by 10 Lay 10, which is just in all the ways chef kiss, the dialogue is perfect.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah, buffer business.
Buffer business.
Buffer business?
You'll be sorry.
Yeah, the boss will make you wish you just told us about the buffers.
Yeah, and go blow off some steam while you're at it.
Isn't that all they do?
Figure of speech, Nimrod.
Or the Magic Railroad parody, where they're probably the best part of the film besides this guy, of course.
Did you do the assigned reading?
Yeah, but Moby Dick's a funny name. I don't think I'm old enough to read this yet.
What? What in the good name of Wilberdodgery is going on here?
Boss, you're a Railway Series fan?
Of course.
Oh, hella.
Now shut up.
Aww.
Or how Diesel 10 stole Christmas, which perfectly introduced them into CGI and was miles better than the actual episode it's based off of. That episode is terrible. What I'm trying to say here is that the fandom loves these guys, and who knows, seeing as how the reboot is adding older characters, it's a slight possibility that Psloge could return.
Then again, I'd rather not.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about these guys. They're goofy, funny sidekicks, and even if they didn't do much, they lived on through the hearts of many. Hi, please subscribe to my channel. I make a lot of cool stuff, and if you like Diesel 10, then it's a YouTube channel for you. Also follow my Twitter, and I'm gonna leave now.
I'm scared.
Bye.
Hey, did you break in here, you son of a bitch?
Breaking news!
The not-so-famous Splatter and Dodge have been reportedly held hostage by Sodor's very own Thomas. We have an exclusive interview with
This is just supposed to be a character analysis, man.